Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of the aims of this channel is to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to my channel or sharing my videos to our friends who are in need of it, right? Having said that, let us get into today's topic. So currently we are discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management as part of leadership series. Today's topic is how to implement a 4-day work week for the whole organization. This article is published by Kara Baskin in the month of July 2023. Why this subject is important is in a pilot program involving 91 organizations, by implementing 4-day work week for entire organization, revenues were rising, hiring were increasing, and workers reported higher satisfaction in life and their jobs. So that is how it highly matters to have 4-day work week. Should a 4-day work week make your organization happier and more productive? Entrepreneur Andrew Barnes, who is the core architect of the New Zealand non-profit 4-day week global, explored the topic at the recent Work 23 symposium hosted by MIT Sloan Management Review. A 4-day work week has significant benefits at work and at home, said Barnes, who published the 4-day week in 2020. Barnes' non-profit organization had studied 91 companies comprising 3,500 employees that participated in a pilot program in Australia, Canada, Ireland, US, and UK. Results showed that productivity and performance increased under a 4-day work week. Revenue rose by 35%, hiring increased, and absenteeism decreased. Workers said they felt less burned out, spent more time exercising, and experienced higher life and job satisfaction. Men spent 22% more time on childcare, and both men and women got an advantage of 42 more minutes of sleep per week. Barnes tasked his staff with designing a 4-day week wherein they would meet their existing obligations on the same salary but with a 20% reduction in number of hours worked each week. After successfully implementing the plan, Perpetual Guardian found that employees were more productive at work and happier at home. Barnes said this structure works because even high performing companies have room for improvement in efficiency. Barnes feels that even lean companies can find a better way. When it comes to the details of implementing a 4-day work week, Barnes abides by 100-80-100 rule. That means 100% of normal pay, 80% of typical work hours, 100% productivity. We don't recommend keeping the work week at 40 hours and trying to cram it into 4 days. There's a lot of evidence that suggests that, in fact, the productivity in those extra hours is not very high at all. Barnes said, "We are looking for organizations to come on a journey to reduce the overall number of hours that their employees work by optimizing productivity, right? How to go about implementing 40 hours of work week? What are the approaches you can take about it? Right, that's we're going to discuss it. The first thing is get employee buy-in. Engage your own employees. This is not the process that you can literally go top down. Play the ground rules out and say you must do things this way. Instead, first identify subtle, manageable ways to help workers to be more productive. Enter a trial period in which few meetings are scheduled or employees are not expected to answer emails after a certain hour. And ask your employees for ideas about how to reduce the number of hours worked because this shift requires team agreement. Empower your people to come up with the best ideas because, in essence, you are asking them to identify all of those little things that prevent them being as productive as they might be. And often they are very small. Born is saying. Second approach could be cultivate trust. Remind your staff that reduced hours are a good thing. Make it clear that salary and benefits won't change and that this is the company-wide pivot. Otherwise, alarm bells might go off when employees hear words work reduction, right? Will they earn less due to fewer hours, right? What you don't want them to hear is that pay is going to go down and you're going to want them to do more with less. This is about finding a better way. Once you have implemented the 4-day week correctly, it benefits everybody. Leaders need time to think. They need to recharge their batteries as well as the employees. The benefits apply from top to bottom of an organization, regardless of role or responsibility. Barnes research backs up that claim. In the United States, we found that people valued the 4-day work so much they said they would need an extra 10% to 50% pay to return to a 5-day work week. In the UK results, we found that 71% of the employees had reduced levels of burnout, and by end of the trial, 39% were less stressed. These are the significant numbers from the research. Third idea I can think of while implementing 4-day week is don't be overly prescriptive. We have seen people in the pilot programs where they have been absolutely prescriptive. You must do this, you must take this time off, you must follow this procedure. That doesn't work. Instead, the goal is to identify barriers to productivity for each individual and team and remove them, making few hours viable. Maybe some teams have too many meetings, maybe others need better information sharing techniques. It is not a one size fits all process, right? The fourth thing you can consider is share ideas across the organization. A 4-day shift requires universal buy-in and collaborative team mentality is essential. If I waste your time so we cannot do your job effectively, what that also means is that we fail as a group. This is really about people working together. What we have seen is far stronger team cohesion, collaboration, and idea sharing because I need you to succeed in order for me to get the time off that I want. As the organization begins to experiment, be sure to encourage the sharing of ideas across departments. Barnes recommends collaboration sessions where people explain what worked in their individual departments to establish best practices. Finally, keep good records. The devil is in the details. Some companies might need to report documentation to board members. Others simply might need to benchmark outcomes for their own records or for legal reasons. So by having independent qualitative and quantitative research running alongside the pilot programs, what you are able to do is give the objective outcome to both employee, management, your board, your CEO, and ultimately your customers and your stakeholders. With that, we have come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys got a fair understanding or a fair view on how to go about implementing 4-day work week in your organization. So this is the research conducted by Andrew Bornes, who is an entrepreneur and a co-architect of non-profit organization in New Zealand. We talked about 5 important steps while implementing 4-day work week, right? So get your employees buy-in, and then go about cultivate the trust, and don't be over prescriptive, and share the ideas across different departments so that learnings can be acquired and shared across, and finally keep the good records, right? So by implementing this, they have seen that across 19 organizations the revenue will increased by 30%. Employee morale has been increased by a lot of good benefits were there, because the idea is to improve the productivity, right? So I believe that this kind of videos helping you guys to become a better reader in your organization, right? So with that, I'm signing off. See you in the next video.